Why is everyone all of a sudden on board with the Winx train? I will not understand it. I don't understand it. Hello, my friends. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Lauris, a collector of all sorts, but mostly of dollies. And today we're going to be talking about pretty much it's going to be an anti-haul. This is where I'm going to discuss some of the dolls I myself am not too interested in. It's okay if you are. It's okay if you are going to be getting these dolls at some point in the fall. But this is more so to convince me I don't need every single release. And because FOMO can be real, the more you see stuff online, you're like, am I missing out on this doll series? Do I need it? Do I want it? So the first one that we're going to talk about, I guess I already mentioned it, are the Winx dolls. Now, as many of you may know, well, maybe you don't know, but I do enjoy watching xCanadensis here and there. And I love how much she loves Winx, okay? So I understood that she would be one of those people to go right away and get the dolls. But I all of a sudden, and you know, it could be because she's just a huge YouTuber, trendsetter, if you want to call it, you know, an influencer. But I didn't realize how big Winx was towards other collectors. And I could be wrong, but maybe it's just because it's the new hot commodity right now. And they just came out with their reboot. But I did see those dolls in Target and I almost got like reeled in. And again, because I do watch xCanadensis videos, there's certain YouTubers that I'm just like, oh, maybe I need these dolls. And I did that because she is also into, if you watch her channel, Decora Girls and Fidgy Friends. Mind you, Fidgy Friends, I think I liked a little bit more than Decora Girls, but Decora Girls, she definitely influenced me to buy. I was like, these are so cute, but in reality, they were not my favorite. And I ended up getting my least favorite of the line because the ones I got were blind boxes. So it was one of those things where I'm like, what are these? So I ended up selling my Fidgy Friends and my Decora Girls in the bundle. So I do kind of, not that I regret that purchase. I liked when they were in my collection. They were, you know, very loved while they were here. It's just, it was time to move on and give them to another collector. And I kind of feel the same. Like if I were to buy the Winx Club dolls that just came out, you know, check your local Target if you are at all interested. You don't have to listen to me just because I'm saying this is an anti-haul. It's just because dolls that I'm not planning on getting. There was one doll, it's not Bloom. I forget her name, to be honest with you, but she's the brunette with the pink outfit. Her, I was actually very tempted to get, but I'm like, Louise, do you actually just like it because she's in pink? And I'm like, yeah, I do think I do like it because she's pink. She did have a pretty face. Most of them do have nice faces, I do have to admit. But I think for the most part, Bratz, Barbies are the only ones that I like that don't have too much articulation. And considering these are fairy dolls, I would have loved to pose them. And they do have beautiful wings. Here I go. This is like an anti-haul. I'm like, but they have beautiful wings. They have beautiful this. They have beautiful that. And they are some of those dolls because I've seen plenty of people review them. They do seem better in person as opposed to the stock images that we had of them. But even with that being said, because I've seen them in person myself, I'm just like, no, I don't want to get into another release. I am solely focusing on Monster High right now, and I need to stick to it. I do not need to expand my release. And even if I do like it, like I said, if you are one of those people that like a doll, then go ahead and get yourself the doll. If you like the Winx Club dolls, then go ahead and get whichever ones you want. It's just something I will not be getting this fall. Now, that's another thing I want to add. You don't need every single doll when it comes to a release. Like, let's say, like the Winx Club dolls. Like I said, I like the one doll. Just get that one doll. You don't need to get every single one, in my personal opinion. Now, I do have mad respect for those that are completionists. Unlike me, I'm not a completionist. because they seem to have a lot of knowledge over their playline dolls or their collector dolls. And it just makes me feel bad, because if I put myself in their shoes and if I did become a completionist, I do put emotions to my dolls. So my whole point with that is I don't want to look at a doll and be like, I don't really like you. You're kind of ugly. Like, it would make me feel bad. So I try to not be a completionist for that reason. Now, another anti-haul sentiment. Pennywise, okay, this collector. Now, I feel like this doll is overly hyped. It is on the secondhand market. So much money. So that's why I'm trying to convince you guys, you don't really need it. I mean, we just seen the Xenomorph came out, and that doll's way more detailed than Pennywise. But I mean, there's nothing wrong if you like Pennywise, and if you see the doll, for a good deal and you do like the series, then go for it. But I don't see that doll really coming down in price anytime soon, which makes me want to add to actually my 9th place, but we're going to go back and forth on the list because that I have here. Xenomorph. So, sorry, I'm going to be, I guess this is my second or third time referencing xCanadensis, but she has an excellent video where she talks about, I want to say it was over the Bratz collector dolls, waiting for the secondhand market to go down. What do I mean by that? So when a doll's initially released, a lot of scalpers, a lot of resellers get their hands on it. And if we're unwilling to pay those prices, then they sit on them and they have no choice but to bring down the prices. So we can hope that the same thing will happen with Xenomorph, that it will go down in price because it is sold out. And if you didn't get your hands on it and you do want the doll, wait until it is a price range that you can afford. That's not quadruple the price. Even if you could afford quadruple the price, I mean, awesome for you. But at the same token, do you really want to pay quadruple the price when it only retails for much less than that? Like, no. Wait till it goes down. Do not support resellers. Now, if it ends up going just up the way, I don't know how Pennywise did because I wasn't collecting them, but then I'm sorry. Tough luck. I don't know, but that is up to you. That is your money if you want to pay prices, those kind of prices. But moving on to a doll that's yet to release, moving on to Bratz. So I actually don't remember the name. I should have done a little bit of research. I wrote down Winter Chloe. That's not the name. Frosty something maybe? I don't know. I can't think of the name. I just did a video on it too. But in any case, the Chloe doll that's set to release sometime soon. Here's the thing. She looks so dewy. She looks so saturated in grease. It's giving Jinju Ito vibes with one of the, if you know, you know. If you don't, sorry. But yeah, I don't know what they're thinking with this doll. My poor Chloe. She's just not, that doll is not it. I mean, I have seen collectors that have already gotten her, which I'm not sure how. Maybe MJ sent it to them. But I'm just not a fan. Like, I'm not a fan. I wanted to be a fan. I did, because I love Chloe. But I can't get over the skin, you know. I keep telling myself she's just like, you know, a vampire. She's just glossy in the skin. But in reality, I'm like, no, she's not a vampire. In any case, so Yummyland, which is rich coming from me considering I own 2 Yummyland dolls, right? But this is where people did get to me because I seen them all over my Instagram at one point. People were purchasing them left and right. And I did get two of my favorites. I think it's from the initial release, the one with the bubble gum sticking out because it's giving Veronica Storm vibes. And then the one with the beret. I love a doll with the beret. It's so cute. I've worn berets myself. So that's it. That's all I need. As for other releases, good for you if you do enjoy them. But the way I look at it, like, if you don't enjoy them that much, don't do what I did and like, I need them. Because honestly, I can live without those two dolls. I really can. But I do kind of enjoy the lip gloss, funny enough. Oddly enough. And I do enjoy that they're scented. It's okay, Rosie. In any case. So, yes. Let's move on. The Hello Kitty X Brats. So, the only one I'm really eyeing is Yasmin. We have yet to see what Sasha looks like, even though, pardon me, on Instagram, they did say that they've heard our pleas and that they are going to come out with a Sasha doll. But are they really? I don't know. So it's one of those things where I'm not necessarily trying to de-influence you. I'm trying to de-influence myself in this video, where it's like, you don't need all the dolls. Yeah, Yasmin's your favorite, but I also could live without all of the Hello Kitty dolls. I have that cool Hello Kitty doll over there. That's fine. Even though I do love Yasmin. See, there I go. Just like, but in any case, yeah, like, I don't need all 3 dolls or all 4 dolls eventually, so... Now moving on to Bratz X Mean Girls. Now this one was kind of easy for me to add to the list. Now, if you guys got the dolls, I'm happy for you. Just because I did notice that they do have different face molds when it comes to Regina and Caddy. Or Katie, whatever you want to call her. And I love that they did add Janice, even though I don't like her outfits whatsoever, but I do love that she has a different look to her. So I mean, for me, it was more packaging sake as to why I'm like, no, I don't need this release. Like, I love how my collector dolls spell out the word burn book when it comes to their initial release that came out last year in 2024. So it's one of those things, like, just in my personal opinion, I like the 4 of them. I like, especially Gretchen and Karen. They look so cute together. Even though some people were saying that Karen didn't really look like Karen. I don't know. I think she did. But, yeah, it's one of those things where I have the initial 4. I like how it spells out burn book. The packaging, the blue packaging this time around. It's cute. I'll give it that, but it's not superior to the packaging from the burn book. Now, I know a lot of collectors do love the different face sculpts that they gave Caddy and Regina this time around. So if you are in agreement with that, I hope you did get your hands on them. Just for me, I already have the initial 4, so that's all I need. This one, you guys might not like me for. The Shadow High Collector dolls that just came out. I'm sorry. I at one point did think I wanted to get these dolls, but when I see more and more reviews, I'm like, I like the initial Chanel and Heather way more, so why not get the initial Heather at some point as opposed to the collector doll Heather, which I didn't really like the packaging too much. When it came to Heather, I didn't like her grayscale, like how choppy it was. It literally like if it was more of an ombre effect, that would have been cool on her bangs, but the fact that they were just, I don't know. I didn't like it. It was too much. It looked like just one square gray, one square white, one square black. Like, I don't even remember the colors. Bad memory over here. And as for Chanel, I didn't like her outfit. I love the Chanel I have up there. That's why she's up there. I don't know if you could see her right now, but she's a gorgeous doll. Sorry. But I didn't like the outfit they gave either of the 2 girls in the collector dolls. So I'm like, Why do I need them? There's no reason to grab them. So that's another thing where I'm like, you know, just because you see a bunch of people get them doesn't mean you necessarily need them in your collection. Why? This one, I'm trying to convince myself, because an upcoming video I do want to do is some Grail Bratzilla's dolls that I have in mind. But I am trying to hold off to get any Bratzillas, because on the brand's Instagram, they did ask, they made like a poll whether or not we would be interested of having like Bratzilla's reproduction come out. So that makes me hopeful that maybe they will re-release the Bratzillas at some point. Fingers crossed. So with that being said, I'd rather wait, because the Bratzillas on the secondhand market are pretty expensive. So it's one of those things where it's like, as much as I like certain Grail dolls that I'll save for another video, I need to be more patient and wait to see what MGA has in store for us, and see if they actually do re-release the Bratzillas or come up with like a different look to them, and then get those at retail value as opposed to paying like double, triple the price for what the Bratzillas are going for at the moment. Okay, this is the last one actually. So this is more, I'm trying to tell myself as well, okay? Maybe you guys aren't collectors of this sort, but I am. The Monster High bags, okay? If you're a Monster High collector, we know that Draculaura in particular, they love making her bag a Hot Topic exclusive bag. Why can't I think of the name? Loungefly? I want to say they make, is it Loungefly bags? Maybe it's not, because in any case, I want to say they are Loungefly. I'm not sure. Research loading. Actually, let me look it up real quick while I have you guys. Loungefly Monster High. Yeah, okay, they are. Ooh, the one that's shaped like Draculaura, I forgot existed. And I kind of want. See what I do to myself? The thing is about the bags, because I know I have I'm staring right now at the My Melanie Kuromi one I have, okay? At the end of the day, for the most part, I'd rather have a doll. So I don't regret getting the Kuromi My Melody. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous bag, book bag. Heart-shaped, so cute. I'll insert a picture in a moment. But I know if I start collecting Monster High bags, I don't know, I'd have to like pick my favorite, because it's like I like the coffin shaped one that's pink with the black webs all over it, and I also like the one that's like just of Draculaura. I want to say I prefer the one that has Draculaura's face on it, because I'd almost want to wear out the coffin bag, but I'm like, Lauris, no, because then it gets dirty, and I hate when my bags get dirty. So it's one of those things too where it's like, I don't know, if you have room for it, good for you. I'm low-key a little jealous, because it's like, I'd love a display like all my bags. But again, this is an anti-haul. Focus, Lauris. So you don't need every single bag that Monster High comes out with, because at the end of the day, they're just gonna sit there. They are just gonna sit there, unless you do decide to wear them out, which I know I wouldn't want to, because then I like I said, I don't want them to get dirty. So yeah, you don't need every single bag. You don't need every single doll that is released, especially, you know, take a step back, ask yourself, do you really want the doll, or are you just seeing everybody get it and you're experiencing FOMO? Or are you like getting convinced like, oh my god, no, this doll is really pretty? And maybe you do get convinced, and that's fine. It's your money. Get the doll, just the one, see if you really like it, And if you don't, then, then you can decide whether or not to keep purchasing from that same series in line or not. But, I love dolls so much, so I understand. I understand wanting to get like so many releases. But I think when you do have more of a curated collection, like I try to focus just on, I love my Sunreal, I love my Monster High, I have to look around and remember. I already said Monster High. I love my Bratz, Rainbow High, Shadow High, and those are my main focus. I have some of the, calico critters. That is not what they're called. The critters and the fantasy friends that came before Rainbow High, but they're still like the Rainbow High thing. And I have some oddball dolls here and there. Like I have a couple na-na-nas, My Little Pony here and there. You guys know I collect pop figures as well. But I like how it's curated. I like how it looks. I look around the room and I do get very happy. Now, I think if I collected from too many different lines, I wouldn't like it. I don't think I would like it as much. And I mean, yeah, that's just me. That's just my personal opinion. You guys will have to comment below. What are some of your anti-hauls? What are some dolls that you won't be purchasing for the fall of 2025? Because I'd love to hear your thoughts. Besides my rambles, let me know if you agree with any of the dolls that I mentioned in today's video. Don't forget to like this video on your way out. Don't forget to comment whatever I just said. I say everything I needed. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, because we do post daily about dolls. Well, my handsome Mansters and my beautiful ghouls, that's it for today's video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I enjoyed chit-chatting with you guys. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.